I have always had a career in the design world, and a lot of designers, and they all have home collections. So I got bitten really hard by the design bug. I was like, ow, I want to buy a sofa. I'm actually freaking out. Yes, but I kind of, sort of, don't really know what I'm doing. Just broke the chandelier. I'm an idiot savant, but the savant is silent.
Most of you know us from Queer Eye. We're laying in a random guy's bed.
Yeah, it feels like old times. And we've been besties ever since. I thought, Tom knows what he's doing. He's like, you have great taste, let's have to learn from somebody. Maybe that somebody could be you.
Come on, Carson.
That's not the door.
We're going to be designing all kinds of projects. Some with big budgets.
You're looking at $130,000.
And some not so big.
5,000.
It's not always easy.
I trust you guys, kind of.
Houston, we have a problem.
What's the return policy?
This is worse than when Tom Ford left Gucci.
But in the end, it's totally.
Hey guys, it's Christina, and I'm here with one of my favorites, Carson Kressley. How are you?
You're too sweet. Thank
it's so
you.
True.
I'm great. You're one of my favorites
oh,
too.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm ready for spring.
Oh my God, I know.
I keep I'm starting to bust out my pastels. Not that this is one, but and I'm just like, can it please happen?
I know, it is time.
I'm ready.
So we're going to talk all about Get a Room with Carson and Tom, which I love.
Thank you. You've seen
much
it?
Fun. Yes, it's
Thank
so
you
much
so
fun.
Much.
Was it such a great time?
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved interior design, and I was like that one 8-year-old kid that was like, no, I don't want to play soccer. Let's talk about draperies. So I've always loved interiors, but I didn't really know the science behind it. So working with Tom, who has done so many, A-list celebrity homes, from J-Lo to David Bowie and Iman, and he's just done everybody.
Yeah.
And he's really, really talented and smart and educated. That was great because I got to learn about the thing that I love and then actually put it into use in the show. Like there are some episodes of Get a Room, which comes back to Bravo this Wednesday, right after Real Housewives of New York at 10 o'clock.
Very nice.
There are a lot of things I get to put into action. I get to do my own little mini projects. We did a nursery for a baby, so call me. I'm available.
I will.
I'm much cheaper than Tom.
I love that. So remind everybody what the premise of the show is about.
So Get a Room is an interior design show, and it's one of the few, there's a lot of home makeover shows, but this is really a high-end interior design show where each episode we actually do 2 kind of rooms or spaces. One is a very high-end, high-budget, high-style, like something you'd see like in Architectural Digest or House Beautiful. And then there's a smaller project every week that I kind of sometimes spearhead, which is much more accessible. And it could be a nursery. It could be revamping an extra bedroom into a home office. We did a psychic parlor.
Yes.
I did a dentist's office. So we did all kinds of crazy, wacky
things.
spaces all around New York City.
What was the most challenging for you?
The most challenging was, you know what, I overshop and I overspend, and you really have to stick to a budget, especially when you're shopping with somebody else's money. But I just wanted it to be so perfect that I would kind of overdo, and I would get there and I have a car full of stuff, and Tom was like, this is like a 10 by 10 room. I was like, I know, but I want to be prepared.
Right.
And then, I kept my receipts and I returned what I didn't use. So that was a little challenging.
Yeah. Do you and Tom ever butt heads at all?
No, very rarely.
Yeah.
And because I'm the trainee or the intern and I feel like Tom is my boss, I'm just like, well, maybe we should do this.
Yeah.
And then if I think he's not going to like it for sure, I just do it anyway and I don't tell him. And then I reveal it to him and then I'm just like, oh my God, please don't hate this.
Yeah.
And so far he's really liked everything.
He's really liked everything, yeah.
I understand his taste level too. So I kind of give him what he wants.
Yeah. Was it fun getting to work with him again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fantastic and so talented, but also fun and funny. And I think why we're so simpatico is that we both take design seriously. We want our clients to be amazed and thrilled, but we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
So we keep it really light, and we have an amazing crew, and they make it so fun. And it's, doing homes is a big deal. Like removing furniture and changing electrical panels and shipping in sofas from all over. And again, we oftentimes overdo it. So we would get 3 of these and be like, do we like this one or this one? And it's a lot, but it's really fun.
Definitely. Do you think in this world of Pinterest and Etsy and all these other things that people believe that they are interior designers now?
I did, and I got a real education because there is so much information out
Yeah.
there, and you really feel like you can be your own interior designer, but there's no substitute for being a professional and having
Sure.
that training and having that experience, and that's what Tom brings to the show. And then I bring kind of like that, person that loves Pinterest and Etsy and all of the shelter magazines and the tear sheets.
Sure.
And say, can we do this? And usually the professional will say, yeah, we can do that, but we can do something even better.
Even better, yeah.
And that's what we try to inspire people to do on the show.
Definitely.
But certainly if you're watching at home and you want to try a design project, there's so much great inspiration out there. And we encourage people all the time, like, do little projects. I do a lot of DIYs on the show that are really easy and they can make a huge impact on your space.
Sure, definitely. Is it fun being part of the Bravo family?
Yeah, I mean, we were at Bravo in its early
Right,
days.
of course,
in
yeah.
the early
Back to Bravo.
2000s. And when I thought it was a non-stick cooking spray, I'm like, what's Bravo? And it was literally just, I think, inside the actor's studio.
Yeah.
And they would air like episodes of like operas. And then Queer Eye came along,
Yep.
and that's, I think, when it kind of became more like poppy. And so it's been great being back there because a lot of the same people are still there.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is unusual in the TV business, that
Yeah.
some of the same executives, but a lot of the leadership is still there, and we had some great times reminiscing, and it feels good to be back at Rockefeller Center and part of the family. So yeah, that's been
Definitely.
great.
Have you become a housewife fanatic?
I thought you said, have I become a housewife? I would love to. If I could find a rich man and I could just drive around in a Range Rover in like Saddle River, New Jersey.
Be lovely.
I would be
Sign
like,
me up.
sign me up. I'll adopt a bunch of dogs. I'll dress them in tuxedos. I'll have lunch and I'll drink Chardonnay and I'll pretend to be mad at my friends all the time. Listen, Amber, I don't know why you hung me out to dry like that. Well, why did you take your puppy to the shelter? I didn't. I thought it was getting a good home. It's a lot of that. I can do that.
Wouldn't that be great?
So am I a fan? Apparently.
Yes.
I like New Jersey.
Okay.
I like New York. Like, because I get those people. Like,
Sure.
they're like, I see people like that.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills, I like, and I'm friends with Kyle because we did The Apprentice together. But like, their lives seem so different from
They do.
ours. Like, it's always sunny. They're always having lunch.
Always.
They always have a wedge on. And like a cute, like they always look like they're going to like St. Bart's or something.
they
I'm
do.
like, what do you do? Like, it's supposed to rain some days, and you're supposed to look terrible
supposed to be miserable,
occasionally.
yeah.
Like, could you just like be real for a moment? But everything
Right.
looks so good there. I don't buy it.
I know. Have they ever reached out to have you decorate or anything or redesign?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
But I think it would be fun maybe to do somebody's spaces because we've done some big kind of palatial new construction mansion. I don't say mansion. It's copywritten, isn't it? But yeah, I think it would be fun to do some of the spaces, like maybe something for Luann because she's a friend of mine.
That'd be so fun.
Maybe something at her place in Sag Harbor. Who knows? But that would be fun. I wish they would ask us.
Yeah.
And they would have a good budget, I would think.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah. They make a lot of coin, and they're already rich. I'm like, now what did they do? Who invented toaster strudel? But like, apparently the money is never ending, which I
Never
think is
ends.
why we're obsessed.
Oh,
because
totally.
They've got the bags and the cars, and
Ugh,
I think we want to be them.
what a life. What would your tagline be if you were a housewife?
Oh, I did this once on Watch What Happens Live. I said my values and my morals would be as low as my shoes. Because one of them says, like, they'd be as high as my heels. I'm
Right.
like, that's not me, girl. No. My standards are very low. I'm not picky. And no.
I love that so much. I know we talked briefly, or you mentioned briefly about
Yes.
Queer Eye, and
Yes.
obviously it's been, what, 15
Yeah,
years? That's
that
crazy.
show came out in 2003.
Yeah.
15 years ago, I was 11. When was I 12? I know I was just starting 7th grade, so 11 or 12. And no, I was 33, and it was 15 years ago. And that was, kind of the beginning of reality
Yeah.
TV-ish, and the beginning of like makeover shows-ish. And we just had
The pioneers.
we didn't really have any expectations. Like, we just wanted to help people look cute and like eat better food and just be a little aspirational. And we had no like political agenda of like, you must accept the gays. And, but a lot of those things came out of that show,
Yeah.
where just being your authentic selves and doing good work and having a good time and being nice to people resonated. And they're like, oh, we love the gays.
Yeah.
So it did maybe push things forward a little bit. And now there's a reboot on Netflix, which is doing, I think similar things as well. So the show has been a blessing in many ways.
Sure. Do you guys ever get together, the Fab Five?
With who? No, I'm kidding. We do. I mean, Tom and I have Getting Room on Bravo. We did a reunion where we kicked off the new cast about a year ago, last October in LA. So we all got together, except for Ted, who was busy doing something with Food Network or something, so he wasn't there. But yeah, we do it. I see Jay in LA a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was such a bonding experience because none of us knew what we were doing, and none of us sometimes when you work in TV and you work with a cast and you're like together for like 6 months making a movie, and then you're like, okay, bye, I'll never see you again. This was different because we were all just like, what's going on? What's this all about? And
Your
we did
lives changed.
so many fun things together. It was like we went to college together or something.
Yeah. And ever a chance of a reboot with you guys?
I don't know if that's possible since there's the reboot.
Right.
On the other network,
Or a
but maybe we
crossover
could
with
do
them?
like a crossover or a cameo or something.
That would be so
that'd
fun.
be really fun. Or we could have a makeover off.
Yes. Oh my
was
God,
thinking
I love
where,
that.
Like, the original, it would be like Battle of the Network
Yes,
Stars,
yes.
but instead of paddling a canoe in a swimming pool in Malibu, we would actually like be making over 2 different houses and 2 different guys, and it could be simultaneously.
I love
I
that.
don't know. Netflix, if you're watching.
Have those conversations happened at all?
I don't think so. And I think, in all fairness, like it's a new cast and they need to like get that established, and they're killing it and doing so well. But now I think maybe we could.
Yeah, I think so. Oh my God, that would be so much fun.
It could be like a charity thing or
Sure,
something.
I love that.
A one-off.
I love that.
A special you can produce.
Okay, great.
I'll write and direct.
Sign us up.
We're available.
We are. And you're also doing Drag Race.
I
Season
am.
11?
Season 11,
Jeez,
yeah.
that's crazy.
And this, I told this story this morning to somebody who was asking, like, how did you get involved? And this is great, like, if you're interested, there we are all at the Emmys. The show won for Best Reality
Yes, congrats.
Competition Series, and Queer Eye won like 15 years ago for Best Competition, Best Non-Competition Reality. So I feel like I have a little like name in the annals of history for winning those 2, for those 2 different shows. But Drag Race is super fun.
Yeah.
And it's it's the little show that could. It's gotten bigger and bigger, and I think people like it because like what other show on reality TV as a contestant you have to know how to do makeup, you have to know how to do hair, you have to know how to sew,
Sure.
you have to do comedy, you have to act, you have to dance. I mean, it is like the ultimate challenge.
Yeah, seriously.
And it's also the queens are so funny and so entertaining, and that's what drag queens are. They're entertainers.
Sure.
So it makes perfect sense that it would be a really entertaining show.
Yeah.
And I'm just so thrilled to be a part of it because people are like, oh, what's it like? I'm like, it's like going to see an amazing show. I put a cute outfit on. I watched an amazing performance. And yeah, it's been a dream.
Any celebrity guest judges that you would love to have on?
Well, that's one of the most favorite parts of me doing the show is that, I get to sit next to like Olivia Newton-John and Ellen Pompeo and Lady Gaga and Miley Cyrus. And we've had all kinds of amazing people. I wish Cher would come on.
God, that would be
That
amazing.
would be epic. I'm trying to think like every season, for the last couple seasons, we've had like these mega stars like do the kickoff.
It seemed like Miley had like the best time ever.
Miley is a super fan.
Yeah.
She has been coming to the show and to the live finale for the last several years.
I love that.
And then she was finally able to be part of it because a lot of it's just about like timing. Like if you happen to be in LA on that day that we're doing it. But I'm just hoping like they can maybe get Cher or Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yes.
She's like my favorite judge. Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
It should just all the guest judges should be from the Supreme Court on one episode.
I love that.
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be. Who are the standouts for the season so far?
Standouts, I love Brooklyn Heights. I think she's, there's 2 different kinds of standouts, I think. Sometimes there are standouts that are just really professional, really polished, and they came at the right time in their career when they were ready.
Yeah.
And I think one of those contestants is Brooklyn Heights this year. Vanessa Vanjie Mateo was an internet phenom with her Miss Vanjie. Right. She's back, and she is great because she's gotten so much better. I think you know, she was eliminated the first time ever on her season. Then they brought her back. Now she knows what it's all about, and she's really stepped it up. And then there's just like more underdogs that are more performance art kind of queens, like Evie Oddly, who I think is from Brooklyn. She's I don't know what to make of her. I'm like, you're so weird. But sometimes those are the best queens.
Oh,
like,
totally.
Really unusual and artsy. So those are like 3 that, you know, stand out to me.
All right. I'm so excited to see how it plays out.
Please watch.
Yes. Wait, it's on every
Okay,
Friday.
so Drag Race is on every Thursday night at 9 o'clock on VH1, and Get a Room is on every Wednesday night at 10 on Bravo. So don't make plans for Wednesdays and Thursdays. Those days you stay home and you watch TV.
I love it.
And then Friday, go crazy. You know, go out, hit the town.
You're taking over our TVs.
I
wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm
I love
trying
it.
to.
Carson, it was so good to see
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bye.